The gentleman that is now sitting next to me, he's in a field that I don't think hardly anybody that's younger than my generation really understands. You're a haberdasher, Matthew.
Yes, I am.
I love that word. This is Matthew Zaccardi of Richard Kay Clothiers. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, I want to make sure I got that right because
Yes,
I was talking to Andrew and got him wrong on being a fifth generation Arizona instead of first generation.
Okay.
I've been talking to a lot of people lately, as you know.
Yes.
And so sometimes, the beauty of live radio, folks, sometimes you flub up words and they're forever. So tell us about Matthew. Are you a native Arizonan?
No, I was born and raised back east from 0 to 12 years old.
We're at back east.
Philadelphia, just outside.
Ah,
Born at Bryn Mawr Hospital.
Bryn Mawr. Okay, I'm familiar with Bryn Mawr. Okay.
And
Having driven by there, that's all.
yes, yes. My dad was raised in South Philly, and my mother was raised out in the suburbs.
Okay. Did he know Paul Anker or any of the guys?
No, but my dad and my uncle did go to school with what's his name, Rocky Balboa, which is his real name.
Oh, Stallone?
Sylvester Stallone.
Wow.
My uncle used to brag about how they used to beat him up when they were kids.
Did they know Adrian?
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, I was born in Baltimore, or as they say back there, Baltimore, Maryland,
Baltimore.
where they wash the dishes
Yes.
in hot water, in the zinc, and then they wrench them in cold water. And of course, out here it's water, So they come out here. They come out here and start talking to people, and people do not understand them, right? I go back there, and I mean, like they say things like in Virginia, Northern Virginia, just south of D.C. There is a town, we would call it Buena Vista. To them, it's Buena Vista.
Okay.
And it drives me nuts whenever I'm talking to somebody back there, because I'm the Western child of the family.
Their Spanish is not very good back there.
It's let's just say it's interesting. So you came to Phoenix from Philly, and what brought you out here?
My dad and our family came out in 1977, and I was in high school at the time. And then I graduated Saguaro High School, Scottsdale, Arizona, moved on to Arizona State University, and attended ASU 4 years, business marketing degree.
You got a business marketing, and when was it? When was that?
1983.
83. Okay. And was it then that you moved into the clothing industry?
Yes.
What is it they call it? The rag trade, or?
Yeah, some people call it the rag business.
Yeah.
I'm also referred to as a clothier. I like the British term haberdasher because it's kind of an interesting, fun term.
Well, it's not, but it had a history to. I mean, wasn't Harry Truman a haberdasher?
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And originally a haberdasher was someone who just sold cloth, but it has morphed into the term being used to describe retailers, people that sell clothing.
Yeah, I love old terms because I love English, I love language because there's a nuance to the various words that can be used that people have kind of lost in just condensing it down to the simplest way to say it. Sometimes the simplest way to say it doesn't really convey the entire message. Rather like just putting on clothes doesn't really necessarily count as dressing, right?
Correct.
Yeah. I mean, you've got some spiffy stuff on here, man. And actually, given your business, I would think that you would have. And I even suited up a little bit for you today.
You have what I would call the Sean Hannity look. If you're familiar with Sean.
I am familiar with Sean Hannity.
With jeans, and so you have the Sean Hannity.
Well, see, thanks for revealing to everyone that I'm doing Anchorman today. I actually was going to suit up completely, but we had some challenges with, getting connected to the station. And so I ran out of time to do the complete suit. I mean, I got the shirt over there with the cufflinks already in the sleeves, and I was going to be spiffy enough for you, as well as for Rosalind, because she's a pretty classy lady too. But so you've been in this business for in your own business now. You did how many? You went to work for a national company.
Yes, I worked for a national company that does exactly what I do for 13 years right out of school. And that's where I got most of my training, and I learned the business from the ground up there. And then in 1997, I got to the point where I was sufficiently frustrated with management, and I was in management, in sales management.
That's hilarious. You were in management and got frustrated with them.
The next level and two above me.
Bureaucracy is bureaucracy no matter what function it's in, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. And I wanted to be in sales, and I wanted to be in a clientele building type of a business. And clothing is an enjoyable product. So what happens is you tend to develop a passion for the products, and consequently has led me to where I am right now. And married with 3 boys.
And you've been doing this for over 35 years?
35 years. Mm-hmm. And now it's what I call a mom and pop shop.
Right.
And I'm the pop.
So, if I remember correctly, you said you've been helping some of the Valley's most successful men by helping them build a wardrobe that makes them even more effective and successful.
Correct. What I do is I take my store, my men's clothing store, in a suitcase and go out to my clients, to their office or their home, and I compete with stores like Joseph A. Banks and Men's Warehouse, head to head, and I compete with a store such as Nordstrom's, and I compete with Neiman Marcus and some of the finest bespoke tailors in the world. So you can buy a suit from me for $420 up to $4,000. I have all different levels. And I also carry blue jeans and sport coats, separate slacks. So it's a very complete store. So if you wear a suit every day, it's a great fit. If you're just dressy casual, it's a good fit, no pun intended. Or if you're casual, it's a good fit as well.
Yeah. Well, now, I found it almost confusing when I first talked to you because I'm seeing the name Clothiers, and I'm seeing a description of what you do, and then you tell me you don't have a brick and mortar, and that was a little bit confusing. So basically, help people understand here, you are like a doctor of clothing that makes house calls.
Exactly right. In today's lingo, you could say I'm a portable website. I am a website that comes to you, and I will guide you through the website, and I have the cloth that the clothing is made from, I have the photographs and the styling details, which we can go through in extreme detail, or you could just let me take care of it for you. I take the measurements.
You take the measurements and everything, right?
I do the measuring, the fitting, the delivering, everything. So therefore, it's a big time savings, it's a big convenience. The other advantage is a lot of men don't like to shop.
Well, you know, what I liked in looking on the website was you have shirts that aren't boring. They've got color, they've got style, they've got, I mean, they're the kind of shirts that I brought back from Panama because you couldn't find that kind of fabric or that kind of design here.
Very much so. If you're a conservative dresser, that's just fine. If you're updated traditional, I've got a great lineup for you. If you like high fashion, I got you covered.
So you've got a saying that clothes don't make the man. However, they say a lot about him.
Clothes don't make the man. However, they say a lot about you.
Okay. And you've got another favorite saying.
Oh,
if
you think you know it all, you should hang it up.
Well, you want to keep learning, right?
Absolutely.
This is why I start doing new projects like we're doing right now, because I'm having way too much fun here in my 20s. I'm 44 now. I'm not leaving my 20s because it's too much fun. But the bottom line is that if you keep your mind fresh and you keep going, didn't you say you'll be happy working into your 80s as long as it's still fun?
If I continue to enjoy it the way I do, there's no reason to stop.
Do you have any specials that you want to offer anybody in response to or in connection with the radio broadcast or the videos or the social media posts?
No specials per se. However, I always have a lot of value added to what I offer. So if you reach a certain volume, you get a discount. And there's a lot of service aspects to the clothing business that you don't get in a traditional retail store.
Okay.
For example, most retailers want to sell you what they have on their shelves.
Yeah, off the rack.
In my case, I decide up front what would make the most sense for this client. And through a brief consultation, we come up with that, and then I reach into my bag and pick the correct vendor that has the best fit for that client.
And your website is?
Richard Kay Clothiers at webstarts.com.
Okay. And your social media?
And the other way to contact me directly with an email, mzaccardi, ZICCARDI at cox.net, or on LinkedIn. Just look up Matthew Zaccardi or Richard Kay Clothiers on LinkedIn.
Okay, perfect. And your phone number?
Is 480-588-8270, and that's my office number. Reach me there. We'll also give out my cell phone.
Matthew, it has been a pleasure and an honor having you.
Thank you for having me.